Have you ever stopped to wonder how your eyes actually see color? Not just red is red or blue is blue, but how your brain turns light into the rich, colorful world you experience every single day. From the deep green of trees to the glow of a sunset, color feels so natural that we rarely question it. But behind the scenes, there's an incredible process happening, one that blends physics, biology, and perception in a surprisingly elegant way. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to explore how invisible waves of light become the vivid colors that shape how you see the world, right here on History of Simple Things. To understand color, we have to start with light. Light looks simple to us, but it's actually energy traveling in waves. These waves come in different lengths, and those lengths determine what color the light is. Shorter wavelengths appear blue or violet, while longer wavelengths appear red. Everything you see around you reflects certain wavelengths of light and absorbs others. When light bounces off an object and enters your eyes, that's when the real magic begins. Light first passes through the clear front of your eye, called the cornea. The cornea helps bend the incoming light so it moves in the right direction. From there, light travels through the pupil, the dark opening in the center of your eye. The pupil changes size depending on how bright the environment is. In bright light, it shrinks to let less light in. In darkness, it opens wide to capture as much light as possible. This simple adjustment already affects how well you see color, especially in low-light situations. After passing through the pupil, light hits the lens. The lens fine-tunes the focus, adjusting its shape so that images land sharply on the back of your eye. That back surface is called the retina, and this is where color vision truly begins. The retina is packed with millions of light-sensitive cells that act like tiny detectors, converting light into electrical signals your brain can understand. There are two main types of these light-sensitive cells, rods and cones. Rods are extremely sensitive to light and help you see in dim conditions, but they don't detect color. That's why the world looks more gray at night. Cones, on the other hand, are responsible for color vision and fine detail. They need brighter light to work properly, which is why colors appear more vivid during the day. Humans typically have three types of cones, each tuned to a different range of wavelengths. One type responds best to short wavelengths, which we perceive as blue. Another responds to medium wavelengths, which we see as green. The third responds to longer wavelengths, which appear red. These cones don't work alone. Instead, they work together, comparing signals to help your brain figure out what color you're seeing. For example, when you look at something yellow, it's not because there's a yellow cone. Instead, yellow light stimulates both the red-sensitive and green-sensitive cones at the same time. Your brain interprets that combination as yellow. The same idea applies to many other colors. Purple, for instance, happens when red and blue cones are activated together, even though purple light doesn't exist as a single wavelength in nature. It's a color created entirely by your brain. Once the cones detect light, they convert it into electrical signals. These signals travel through layers of neurons in the retina and then move along the optic nerve toward the brain. This journey happens incredibly fast, so fast that you never notice it. By the time you're aware of seeing a color, your brain has already processed and interpreted the information. The signals first reach an area of the brain that helps organize visual input, and then they move to the visual cortex at the back of your head. This part of the brain doesn't just identify colors, it compares them, enhances contrast, and links color information with shapes, depth, and movement. Color isn't processed in isolation, it's woven into everything you see. What's fascinating is that color doesn't actually exist in the outside world the way we experience it. Objects don't have color in the way we think. Instead, they reflect certain wavelengths of light, and your brain turns those wavelengths into the sensation of color. That means color is partly a construction of your mind. Two people can look at the same object and experience its color slightly differently, even if neither realizes it. This also explains why lighting changes the way colors appear. A red apple under sunlight looks very different under indoor lighting. The apple hasn't changed, but the wavelengths reaching your eyes have. Your brain constantly adjusts for these differences, trying to keep colors stable. This process is called color constancy, and it helps you recognize objects reliably in different environments. Not everyone experiences color the same way. Some people have color vision deficiencies, often called color blindness. This usually happens when one type of cone doesn't work properly or is missing altogether. The most common form affects red and green cones, making it hard to distinguish between those colors. Even so, people with color vision differences often adapt so well that they may not notice the issue right away. So the next time you admire a colorful painting, enjoy a vibrant meal, or watch the sky change at sunset, remember that you're witnessing a collaboration between light, your eyes, and your brain. Color isn't just something you see, it's something your brain creates in real time, using signals, comparisons, and a lifetime of experience. Seeing color feels effortless, but it's actually one of the most impressive things your body does every day. And once you understand how it works, the world around you doesn't lose its magic. It gains a whole new layer of wonder. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.